Hi, and welcome to Toni Time. I'm so happy you're here today. We are going to have a show that is very funny. My family is here. All right, so go get your coffee, your drinks, whatever it is, and enjoy this time right now because I have no idea where this show is going to go right now. We did a mock show last night, and it was hysterical. So I want to welcome you to Toni Time and introduce you to my family. To my left, camera right, is my godmother, Polly.
Hi, Toni.
My cousin, Mindy.
Hello.
My cousin, Cindy.
Hi.
My cousin, Kathy.
Happy to be here.
Welcome, ladies.
Just a little bit nervous.
Okay, this is what I mean, everybody. I have no idea where this show is going to go. They flew in, to give you a little bit of a background, they flew in on Friday. Kathy and Mindy and godmother flew in on Friday with their spouses. Cindy drove in with her husband, Keith. So they drove cross country. Kim, and Kim's not here today because they're off up north here in Maine, climbing mountains and doing fun things with their son, Sean. And so we've all been together from about Friday, and it has been wonderful. It's been hysterical. So they're staying at a house right now in Biddeford Pool. Lisa Barstow's house. You all know who she is. She's been on the show. She's an author. They're staying at her house. So we're talking about ghosts and different things. So the start of this trip, they arrived on Friday. So Saturday morning, we had a trip to the Wood Island Lighthouse. So we all had to catch a boat, and if you've ever done that trip, Sherry Poftek is in charge of that. And we were on the boat. So what did you guys think of the trip? I mean...
It was great, but it was really a long walk.
For someone who has
not
a knee problem.
Okay, so, they do have a wheelchair there, but the wheelchair was up at the lighthouse, not at the beginning. So Polly and Daryl had to walk like a mile, probably.
The
It was
boardwalk.
pretty far. At
Yeah.
least, yeah.
Yeah,
But beautiful.
it was
What a
beautiful.
beautiful walk.
So, Cindy,
Yes, Toni.
what did you think of the lighthouse?
Well, I thought you were pulling our leg, actually.
About
About
what?
the whole, when you told us how you spent the night there
Yeah.
and how they had the medium and the Ghostbusters. And we took a picture in front of the portal and the radiator, the door jamb are perfectly clear and we're totally blurred. Now, I have no answer for that. So we've been a little bit spooked ever since.
They have been. They have been. Mindy, what did you think of it?
I thought the same. That's it. She thought the same.
She's done.
But since then,
Yes,
I'll
Kathy.
tell you, there have been instances at our house that we're staying at that we're just kind of turning into, this could be ghosts happening. We have a portal in our house.
Toni forgot to tell us about.
Yes, I did.
It's a little secret hidden door underneath the staircase
That actually has a window in it.
and a window,
That's not
the
explainable.
portal. It's scary. We've been taking pictures of the fire that we've been having
Yeah.
every night.
Yeah.
And there are baby
Unexplained.
shoes walking out of the fire.
Uh-huh.
It's very scary.
And we have husbands who are trying to just exacerbate that and just making up stories as they go along and trying to just keep this going. Fun.
Well, no, things like this are around, and we have a friend of mine, Gloria Nye, who's a medium. She has her show here, and her show is Things That Go Bump in the Night.
We're not watching that.
No.
Not watching that.
We're here.
Okay, but no, it's just you kind of go. They're friendly ghosts.
They are.
We were never a believer in ghosts, but this Maine trip may have changed our mind.
Okay, Mindy.
We shall see.
Hers.
If you guys could see, if you could have seen Mindy last night and Cindy, they were hysterical.
Wild.
Cindy put on a sweatshirt backwards with a hat on, dancing to What Does the Fox Say?
And I won't do that again.
And Mindy, well, she lost the, well, tell them the story on the cup.
Okay, Toni took us to Kennebunkport shopping yesterday. Wonderful day. Wonderful until we went to get in the car and I realized I didn't have the most important bag with me. I left it somewhere.
What was in the bag?
It was a coffee cup with a moose on it, made in Maine. It's the only request we had from my father. I found it, I purchased it, and then I lost it. I was devastated. I was almost in tears. They got in the car. I ran back to the store. Store's closed, locked up, lights off. Nothing I could do.
You were beating on the window.
Beating on the windows. My sister came. I'm like, come on, there's got to be somebody in here.
No.
No, gone.
Lock the door and left.
Okay.
Locked the door, left,
All
no
right.
cup. Came home, told my father how sad I was.
He's sad too.
He was very sad because he was the only one that didn't get a gift. So
That's really very
it
sad.
was so sad.
And a little made up.
She's the baby, his favorite.
I'm his favorite, by the way.
Well, what about Cindy and Kathy?
I'm the middle child.
And I'm an in-law.
Okay.
She's
No,
probably
I'm married
Missy.
I'm married to the baby, though, Polly's baby, so I'm
Okay.
in. I'm in.
It's
okay.
basically the oldest and the youngest
Okay.
favorites.
Okay. Missy? I mean, how does Missy?
Missy's everyone's favorite.
Oh, okay. All right.
We
She's
love
the
Missy,
twin.
and she's
Yeah,
not
she's
here.
the twin.
Actually, she's my twin sister.
You love your twin
I
sister.
love my twin sister.
Okay.
We share a brain.
Oh, you share.
We each have a half a brain.
Tell me, Polly.
Oh, she just told you, they each have a half a brain.
When the two of them were born, I mean, who came first?
Most adorable girls.
Melissa, Missy.
Missy came first, so she's the oldest.
So that makes her the baby. That's
really
why
does
she
make her
really
the
does
baby.
say
30 minutes.
But Mindy does all the talking for Missy.
Well, there's always one twin that always does that,
Well, it's Mindy.
even though Missy's
Surprise.
the oldest. Okay. Also, I have two male cousins, Kent and Kim. And if I said Kim before, Kim is married to Kim. His wife's name is Kim.
Correct.
Yeah, not to be confused here. So then you also have two boys, Kim and Kent. Kent came first. Kim came next.
11 months later.
Cindy,
True middle child.
true middle child. Then you were pregnant with twins. Missy came
right.
first, and Mindy came last.
They're exactly a half hour apart.
Wow.
The worst half hour of my life.
It was the best half an hour of your life. Look what you got.
But you didn't feel it.
That came later. That was.
See, this is about, I mean, what you're seeing here, audience, is this is a family. I mean, we have not seen each other every
Oh,
year.
goodness. Mm-mm.
We have not seen each other every 5 years. I mean, there was a family reunion last year in Indiana, because they're all from Indiana. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. But, I mean, you never lose that connection. I mean, we've all gone through a lot in our lives growing up. They all got married. You know me, I've been married a few times. And, I mean, they've all been married to the same spouses for like 30 years, right?
30 plus.
30 plus years.
How about 64?
My godmother and my cousin Daryl, they've been
41.
married 64. How long?
41.
41 years.
37.
30.
34.
Wow. And Kim?
They were 2 years, so they're like 39. I think they're getting close to
They're going to have their
40th
40 next
year. So.
All right. So, you know, I mean, they went on with their lives and built homes and families. I was out of touch at that point. Who knows where I was. And, and now we all come back together, and it's just a really special moment. And I think all families can do that. I think all families, if you reach out and there's a connection, you never really lose that. We've all had talks and caught up on each other's lives and what was going on, but we still have that laughter and humor. Now, you've heard me talk about my mother, Rosemary. Hi, Mom. Say hi to your cousin.
Hi, Rosemary.
Hi,
Miss you.
Rosemary.
Rosemary.
See, she's over at Biddeford Estates. She's probably going to be watching this going, oh my God, what are they doing?
We're coming to see you soon.
Yeah, after the show, we're going to bring you candy.
Daryl bought it.
Daryl bought the candy, yes. We forgot the jelly beans, though. Yeah, well. But no, this whole show is to show you that whatever family you have or any of that, there is always a connection. Some people have really bad memories. Going back to generations of Graham and Aunt Mamie and Aunt Ann, how can I explain this? My grandmother, Polly's mother, Aunt Ann, and another sister, Aunt Mamie, and then they had a brother, Frank.
Mike.
Mike. And they grew up in a hard time. They lost their mom young, and they stuck together. The sisters stuck together. The brothers stuck together, and built a family. Now in Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Black Oak, Aunt Ann, my mother, and Graham had 3 houses. So we all kind of grew up in that little world there, And your father
And your grandpa
and my
built
grandpa,
them houses.
they built the houses from an old church, right? They took the nails out. The women would be sitting outside taking the nails out of the boards, and the wood came from an old church. And they built Ann's house, Graham and Rose, Mom's house. So, that's what they did just to get, and there was nothing out there, absolutely nothing.
Until they put the highway through.
They put the highway through, and you got to Chicago really fast. And, everybody just kind of were there. And that's what we kind of talked about this trip, too, and what we kind of remember from that time. And that Polly was very close to my grandfather. What did he feed you? Bacon with cinnamon?
Garlic.
Garlic.
But I loved it.
Yeah. A friend of mine's mom would always have at 5 o'clock every day a shot of scotch, milk, and a tablespoon of sugar.
Oh my.
It's the Irish way of drinking it. Yeah, so
Could we have one of those now?
You want one now, Kathy?
Yes, because
Oh, you're doing good, Mindy. So how many grandchildren do you have?
14?
How many great-grandchildren do you have?
Oh, wait.
No,
I
you
messed
have
up. I had 11,
12 grandchildren.
12 grandchildren, 14 great-grandchildren.
And one on the way.
And one on the way.
One on the way.
Okay, all right. Isn't that amazing?
Good deal.
Mindy, now, your family, you have a wonderful husband.
I do.
All of you have wonderful
do.
husbands.
That's why we're
You
still
really
married.
do. And they put up with you guys.
They
And we
do.
put up with them. Let's just
yeah,
say
that's
that.
true. That's true.
That's really true.
But we are good.
So you have how many children?
I have 3 children.
Okay, what's their names?
Robbie, 32, Craig, 31, and Ashley, 29.
Okay, and then you have
2 boys are married, 2 grandchildren, a boy and a girl. Grant, Michael Gard,
So silly. So silly.
yeah.
She lost her voice.
Ainsley's her other grandchild.
Ainsley Cole.
Ainsley.
Beautiful little girl.
Okay. Steve, are you watching this?
Oh. I think they had to leave the room. I think they've left the room.
Are there breaks?
No, honey, there's no breaks.
Okay, shh, stop.
You have to go to the bathroom?
Yes, straighten up, ladies.
Okay.
All right, straighten up.
Okay, so I'll move to Cindy right now until you compose
I
yourself.
know I'm having a hard time.
No, you're doing great. Cindy,
Yes.
Keith,
He's great.
he's great.
Yes.
He's off.
Rob's great.
Rob is great. He's actually out looking for sea glass because I can't do that right now.
Okay, Mindy. Cindy.
Yes. I want to say one thing first.
Yeah.
The things you do for your family because you love them dearly, we are totally out of our comfort zone right now.
Completely.
I love you, Toni.
We all love you.
And that's why we're here.
I know. It means a lot. And this is going to
looking
be
at
the
the
best
clock.
show ever.
We're looking at the clock to see how much time we have left.
Palms are sweating.
Okay. All right.
But anyway, Cindy wants to tell us who her,
Yeah.
what her
I mean,
business-
Keith, now he's going into a new line of work, isn't
He
he?
is.
What is it?
He is doing fitness, nutrition, and training,
Oh, great.
retired steel worker. And he loves people, so he, loves training them and making them healthier.
It's a great career change.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And you have how many children?
3
Name.
adult children. Kristen, my oldest, she's married to a really wonderful guy, and they have a little girl, Kyla, and they have their second child on the way, little boy, and he will hopefully be born on the same day. She's got the same due date,
Okay.
New Year's Eve.
Oh, wow. A New Year's baby.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I have Eric, and he's married to a lovely woman, Megan, and they have 3 beautiful children. My first grandchild, Isaac, then Max, and Ada.
Wow.
My youngest just got married a year ago to Jenny, and they have a beautiful little baby girl, Lucy,
Oh, my.
born on 4th of July.
So
Wow.
she's busy.
Yeah.
Yes, Mindy, she is busy.
So this trip to Maine has been wonderful. I don't travel much because when I am off, I like to spend that time with my grandkids.
Well, yeah, and
So-
you work as a nurse.
Yes, I do.
And what type of nurse?
I work in an outpatient surgery center, so I pre-op the patients, I get them ready for surgery, and then recover them after surgery. And I absolutely love it.
It shows.
I'm that middle child,
Yeah.
people pleaser kind of person, so
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I see
that's why I
that
fit into that job, really.
really well. Yeah, yeah. You do know this about your daughter, right?
Oh, yes, I do.
It's nice to have a nurse in the family.
It is.
It really helps.
It is.
When you're nervous about life.
Well, Kathy, now you're married
I
to
really,
Kent.
yes, I'm going to sound so quiet, but I am married to Kent, and we started dating when I was 17, so
I
here
was
we
still
are.
sucking
It
my
was
thumb.
these girls were young, so I'm so much like their sister for that reason.
Oh, sure. You were Kent's childhood sweetheart then.
Apparently, yes. And he
Wow.
was mine. So then we've been married for 41 years, but we have one daughter, Annie, who is awesome, my gift for the world. And she lives in Chicago and has a wonderful job. And I don't have any grandchildren yet, but I feel like, I have a lot of, with these girls and their kids and my,
You have a lot.
my family, I have a large family.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of children around that we enjoy immensely. And that's just a good life. We have a good life.
I'm so happy for all of you because I look at them and I think, okay, we're all about the same age. And I would have grandchildren now if I would have had kids. And it's kind of like, whoa. but I was never
had
good
them.
at marriage, and I never had a motherly instinct. I'm a good aunt.
Yes.
I'm a very good aunt. I'm good with my dogs, but the rest of it, I just.
You had a quite interesting, busy life. You did a lot of different things.
Yeah.
You went from one thing to another. So we like to watch you doing those kinds of things, and then you like to see
I love
us
watching
being-
you guys. I look at your wedding bands and go, wow, they're really pretty, and they still wear them. This is what's going on in my mind. They're still wearing. Even my godmother is wearing it. Yeah, it's just wow.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Now, let's not leave out the other 2 cousins, the other 3 cousins. Missy,
My twin.
your twin.
Who
Tell us
could
about
not-
Missy.
So last year at the family reunion, we discussed having a family trip to Maine. Everything was planned, ready to go. My sister works in a school system. And I think it was 2 weeks before we were leaving, she was told by her boss that she couldn't leave work.
Oh,
If she missed work, she will lose her job.
yeah, yeah.
So she had to back
Can't
out.
do that, yeah, absolutely. Missy, darling, we do miss you.
We love you, Missy.
We'll have lots of photos for you. Well, you'll have this DVD.
We bought you a bracelet in Kennebunkport.
Yeah, yeah, they
That
did.
makes you feel better,
Yeah,
and hopefully it does.
and Kim.
And
Let's
Kim
talk
and
about
Kim
them.
were with us.
They
They
were.
just left yesterday.
Was it yesterday or day before? Wait.
No,
Yesterday
yesterday.
morning,
Yeah.
yeah, Monday.
We lose track of time.
I know. Kim is a year younger than Kent, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
11 months, actually.
You were busy.
She's on the roll now.
Well, the interesting thing is that Kim was born just 2 weeks shy of a year after, but Mindy's two boys are born on this very same day, 1 year apart.
12 months apart.
So it's
Okay.
kind of a family.
Kind of a family
Thing to
thing.
do.
Sharing birthdays.
I can see that. So Kim and Kent and Cindy and Mindy and Missy.
Missy and Mindy.
Missy and Mindy. Okay, and then there's Kathy. All right. So I met Kim and Kim Friday when they pulled in. They pulled in about noon, and they had a camper, an RV. They came in with the RV and a trailer, and their son Sean was going up north in Maine, so he hitched a ride and took him to the airport. He got his car. They set up camp, and then we continued on. Everybody was coming in on Friday at different times, so we finally all got together. So then at that point, just giving you a background of where we are so far, you know, we've gone to the lighthouse, as I have mentioned. We went out to eat dinner at Arundel Wharf on Saturday?
Friday night, the first
No,
night.
no,
Oh,
no.
no,
No,
it was
Saturday
Saturday. I'm
night.
sorry.
Saturday night, we all went out to eat dinner. Daryl had to have lobster. He had to have fresh lobster, so we made sure that happened the first night. And then, you know, from that point, it's been kind of a fun thing. We're not really planning anything. We get up, we go. Yesterday in Kennebunkport was a trip with these ladies. Believe me, they are professional shoppers.
Well,
They-
Mindy is.
You guys are professional shoppers.
We enjoy looking around.
Yes, Mindy.
She is
love
the
to shop. I really am a professional shopper. Because if I can't get out to the store, I'm on my iPad.
Okay.
But all the women at the mall,
Yeah.
Know me by name.
yeah.
All the clerks.
All the clerks, okay.
If you're going someplace and you need a pair of black pants,
Mm-hmm.
she'll tell you what store, what rack, and how much they are.
Okay. Is that your stomach growling?
Did they hear it?
Did you guys hear Mindy's stomach? They heard it.
We're a little hungry.
Well, I
We
was
were
a little nervous to eat breakfast. So now I'm hungry.
Well, Steve left you a Smartie here.
And then he took them.
You're right, he
Indian giver.
didn't give her any.
Oh,
Okay, so tell me, Mindy, what makes you, I mean, what got you into that?
I think my Grandma Ann, your Aunt Ann, she used to take us to Woodmar.
I remember Woodmar.
She loved Carson's, and we would shop all day long. She would have to go test all the perfumes, and my mother would be sick by the time we got home. In
And
the
I think
car
that's-
with a migraine headache, she would.
Yeah, but I think that's the reason you're allergic now,
Probably
Grandma.
from Grandma Ann. Yeah, I'm allergic. I cannot take any scents, cologne, perfume, potpourri, none of that. Can't do. My throat closes up. Yeah, Wow. So then from that point, you just grew into this.
I guess I just grew into it. I just loved it. And
All
then I
right.
had a husband that never really said much if I went shopping.
Huh.
Spent money, came home with bags. He
She's
was okay
married to
with
the
it.
perfect man.
You should tell the truth. She hides it in the back of her closet and pulls it out 3 months later, and he'll say, "Is that new?" "Oh, no, I've had this." So that way she's not lying.
Okay.
So,
She
yeah,
had
that's
it
her
in the
trick.
closet.
It was.
No, that's actually a lie.
No, because, and Rob will tell me, "Don't buy it because in 2 months she'll give it to you."
That is the truth.
Right.
But I never hide anything because he doesn't know if I've had it or if it's new, or he doesn't care.
Because you really don't pull it out for a while.
Because he
You always
knows
look
pretty
nice.
much everything that I put on is probably new.
Does he say anything?
Never.
That's
He's a good guy.
That's a good guy. Well, all of you have good guys,
Yeah.
but he doesn't say like, "Oh, Mindy." Oh, Cindy, you're wearing Mindy's outfit.
No, because he doesn't know what my outfits are. He has no idea. Now that our children are gone, moved, married, out of the house,
For Mindy.
I hope she likes
Mindy.
those.
This is for you, for Mindy.
oh, thank you.
I'd love to see you eat that on camera.
I love Hostess. Thank you so much.
It's like she got the Academy Award.
I'd like to thank my mother
They
because
would-
she's sitting right here.
They don't want my stomach to growl.
I don't blame
But you
them.
forgot to thank the nice people of Maine
Oh,
who are on
yes.
the honor system.
Did I tell them?
You
Yeah,
didn't
you
tell them that
found your
whole
bag.
thing. You've got to tell.
I started choking up.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so
So-
tell us a story.
So back to the shopping yesterday when I lost my father's bag, panicked, came home, tried to call the store. I couldn't leave a message, so this morning I called when I figured they opened up. And the nice woman working at the store said that they have found my bag and it's behind the register,
Okay.
so I can come in and get it any time this day.
Okay, and we're going to go do that after we see my mother.
Yes.
Yeah. So is there anything you'd like to say to the main audience?
They are the nicest people. Toni took us to church.
I took you to church?
Well, you showed us where the church was.
Yeah, but I did
Because-
go. I did go.
She did. I was surprised.
And then we turned around and she happened to be in church. He was the nicest priest we have ever come across, honestly.
He really
Father
was.
Ron, he was so sweet.
You hear that, Father Ron? If you're watching the show, you know the Indiana family.
Yes.
He will remember us.
I think so.
He was so kind, so welcoming. We just,
Didn't he kiss Kim's head three times?
three
Well, he kissed
times, he
Polly
kissed my
3
mother
times.
3 times.
And
He only kissed Kim's head once, but he
Yeah.
did. He was very nice, and that was the best mass that we've been to
In a
that we
long
could
time.
Remember, so
That's
we
great.
really enjoyed it as a family.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
great.
Well, I slipped in afterwards because, of course,
You
you know, I
did.
have
I
the
was-
dogs, and I went to the dog park, and I came back, and I just kind of slipped in behind them, and it reached the point where they had the Indiana family stand up.
Great.
It was very nice.
Yeah,
Very
it was.
nice.
It was.
And your godmother was so happy to see you in church.
Were you that happy to see
She
me?
was.
You got that right.
Oh, wow.
It meant a lot.
Well, I went for you.
I'm glad. Now you
Okay.
can keep going to church every Sunday.
No, they close it.
No, they close. I have to wait till next summer.
But I'm sure you could find one open.
You know what? If you can't find a church, you can go to church on TV.
Okay, thank you, Mindy.
It's true. My
See,
mom
she
used-
has an answer for everything.
Tony, we have a live show here on Sunday mornings right on Channel 3 at 10 a.m.
Oh, thank you.
Great.
Oh, thank you, Steve. Thank you. Okay. So see there, Godmother, I will come here and sit in the studio.
Or just turn your TV on.
It's live here?
It's not live.
Oh,
I mean,
I
they
thought
send
you
it
said
out.
it.
It's
Okay.
not live, is it, Steve? No,
Oh,
it's Memorex, okay.
because we have to do that at home.
Okay, so also yesterday, we went to eat dinner at the Ramp. Now, these ladies at the Ramp, and if you've ever been there in Cape Porpoise, it's shoulder to shoulder people. Usually during the peak season, it's like a 2-hour wait at least. And we get in there, and these ladies are taking pictures of the wall.
Well, we had to get the picture of the Bush autograph.
I know, and you did. And who else was up there? Jenna Wolf
Yeah.
Today's show.
and the Today Show.
Olympic Jenny Thompson, was it?
But you were trying to figure out what
The boys
Olympic,
were talking about
And
that. I
Kent
can't-
did tell us what she won the gold in, and
what did she win the gold in? Do you
we
remember?
don't remember. We were trying to figure out what the fox says.
What does the fox say?
Go to
Cindy,
YouTube.
Go ahead.
No,
What does the fox say, Mindy?
a ding-a-ling-ling.
As you can see, I wanted to share my family with you out there because this is what I live with while they're here, and I love every moment of it. And I mean, we just crack up laughing, and you never will know what's going to come out of Kathy and Cindy because they sit there they have time to think of things.
We wait until Mindy has kind of lost her breath and we can talk then.
And
for
then
a
she
moment.
can't, she just loses it for a minute.
I do, I get all discombobbled, but
And then she comes right back.
And then she comes
Right
back.
And they have, my husband is quite the trickster, so
Uh-huh.
I kind of have to sit back for that too. And her husband, Rob, they do a little thing back
Work
and
off
forth
of each
together.
other.
So, yeah, it's a blast.
Okay. Now, where's Keith now? He went climbing.
Up north to climb the highest peak of Maine.
Do we know what the highest peak of Maine is?
Do we, Steve? Or
Could
Steve?
you help us out there?
Thank you.
That's where he's at.
That's good, Kathy. Steve?
or Steve.
Or Steve. Right. So, I just hope you're enjoying this. There's a little bit of levity in your day. But to crack up laughing is like the best medicine in the world, the best medicine for your body. It gets what is it?
Endorphins.
Endorphins? I thought endorphins came out when you were
You were
exercising.
exercising? This is kind of an exercise.
Laughter is. I mean,
Doesn't
you use
yours-
everything.
Your core hurt when you laugh a lot?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
That's
This is your
an endorphin?
exercising. We're exercising you for the day.
That's exercising. Okay. What were you doing last night, Mindy, with the chair you were showing?
Oh, we were going to
Go
do some
ahead.
exercise.
Yes, Mindy.
I was just pulling your leg. I really have no idea
Didn't you sit on?
how the elders exercise when you're at home. You
Now
can
she's
just
going to show you.
Okay.
lift and hold.
Oh my gosh.
Lift and hold.
And you just do that like maybe 10 times while you're watching.
10 times, right? While you're watching TV. I mean, before you know it,
Toni
you're fit as a
time.
fiddle.
While you have Toni time on, just grab your kitchen chair.
Lift, hold, and
Lift and hold. You okay, Godmother?
As my sister says, Hoosiers aren't really the sharpest tool.
in the shed.
We don't even know how this thing goes.
The Hoosiers here.
Oh,
Okay, and I'm sure there's
gosh.
Hoosiers living here in Maine that are just enjoying
oh
this
they're
and getting a
just saying,
piece
oh
of
my
home.
God. Oh my God, these girls are nuts.
Don't bring me in on that.
You have a frog in your voice?
Or not.
Good cough. Okay, so that's what you do with the chair thing. Okay, from Mindy. So
Or not.
just remember that. So now, I mean, I'm trying to give the whole family time, on the show, even if they're here or not here. Okay, so tell us about Kim the boy.
What do you want to know about him.
All right, well, when he was a little boy, was he mischievous?
Henri.
Ornery, okay. What about Kent?
Well, let me finish about Kim.
Okay.
He probably was married and probably in his 40s, and I learned that he rode his motorcycle down the hallway in school. Well, I didn't know that.
Nobody told you?
I had no idea he was like that.
He also rode the train to school.
Yeah, he stayed out late one night.
Uh-huh.
And I went upstairs, and I always had a belt around my neck. And I says, "You're going to school." "Oh, no, he's too tired." I said, "You're going to school now." So he got up, but he was late already. So he took off, and we lived near train tracks. He caught a train that went by the school and went to school, and I found that out. And then I was a nervous wreck.
Well, let us clarify that he caught the train by hanging outside the train.
Well,
Jumped on
yeah,
as it was going past, held on.
Yeah, and held on. That's how he took the train to school.
so I was a wreck till he come home from school.
Okay.
I thought, oh my gosh. So that was Kim. He did a lot of ornery things, but then he turned out so good.
I know.
Such a sweetheart.
He is. He is. And his wife, Kim, I mean, she's wonderful and perfect for him.
You got that.
And she-
right.
and
she
he's-
works right along with him, whatever
know.
he's doing. If he's roofing a house, she's up there with him.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, she has a heart of gold, and Kim does too. I mean, the whole family does. But they're not here to go and defend themselves. So, Missy, tell us about Missy.
Well, she's kind of like my baby. Mm-hmm. She's got 2 kids, and her kids are my kids.
Okay, all right.
And they
Well,
have-
they are the grandchildren that call and check up on Grandma and Grandpa every day.
Yeah.
All right. And tell us about Kent.
He is my baby.
Okay.
There you have it.
Do you see? He's her favorite. If I had my phone, I could show you.
Show us what, Mindy?
Well, the
that they're
picture.
sitting on the couch by each other
Kissing and-
every, well,
Oh,
not
sad.
kissing, but they're sitting by each other, and it's just cute because they do have a special bond, and it's just
They'll always
adorable.
scoot over.
Doesn't mean that she loves anyone else any less, but that's her firstborn, and maybe just,
There is a closeness.
I mean, there is, and I mean, it's great.
Well, yeah.
It's great.
But just,
And she calls him every morning and speaks, or
Yeah.
he calls them every morning
Yeah.
and talks to both Polly and Daryl. And
okay,
yeah, it's great. He's retired, so he can do that. He's
can
not
do
going
that.
to work every day.
right.
So yeah,
And Cindy, what was she like when she was little?
perfect.
Quiet, very good. Very good.
The pleaser, because I didn't want to get in trouble. I was in the middle.
Well, those 2 boys, that's why she had the belt around her neck, was the 2 boys. And then here's Cindy, who is,
An
of course,
angel.
quiet and adorable. And then when you have twins, everyone in town loves twins,
Yeah.
and they were just, so yeah, poor Cindy, she was just the
One
in
thing I'd like
between
to
there.
clarify, Mom never used the belt. It was just a threat. She never used it.
She never raised her voice.
No,
She
just
never.
wait until your father gets home.
That was enough.
That was enough. Well, I mean, just, seeing Kent and Kim, because the 3 of us,
Are close in age.
we're close in age, and then Cindy came.
Now that wasn't mine.
That was Cindy's stomach.
Was that your stomach, Cindy?
No, that was her.
Was that you, Mindy, again?
No, it was Cindy.
Steve just gave you a hostess
I know.
Twinkie.
Give it to me. You're it.
So, I mean, this has just been fun, and we're running out of time.
Oh, thank God.
You're not supposed to say that.
Oh,
Tell them the best part is just sitting around the table at night with your photo albums, looking at the pictures.
Oh, yeah.
My mom didn't even know you had so many pictures of Ken and Kim with you
Yeah, yeah.
growing up.
Yeah. I mean, Kent and Kim growing up, I mean, it was the 3 of us. And Graham and Ann would take us. I remember they would take us somewhere in Griffith.
garage sailing.
Probably. Probably. And yeah, we did a lot, and then, they got older, I got older, and then,
Didn't you, well, they were probably neighbors. Didn't you live with Grandma for a while? When the boys were little?
yeah.
So you lived there
Yeah.
and,
But I think when you live there, we had the restaurant. So I wasn't there because
Oh,
I was
okay.
at the restaurant
But
living.
the grandparents being there, that was a
Yeah.
drawback, so,
Yeah.
but still.
My grandmother owned the R&K Grill. So she had a little coffee shop, Greasy Spoon, in town. And the truck drivers would come in. She'd be open from 7 to 2, and I grew up there. And then we had houses block away. So, that was the other part of the family. But I cannot tell you what this means to have you guys here and just to be around and to feel connected. You go so many years, you don't feel connected, but it's there. You never lose it.
we
There's
just
the
want to
asking.
thank you so much
Yes.
for your hospitality.
It's been great.
This week in Maine, all of the things you have planned for us to do, it's been great.
Well,
I mean, can't thank you enough.
you don't have to thank me because I'm thrilled.
And this is one thing my mother and father really wanted to
You
do.
love me, don't you? Mwah. She loves me.
They've always wanted to come to Maine, and it's been everything that we're staying in a wonderful house on the water that we have just relaxed. We've enjoyed every minute of it.
Every minute.
So
It's
glad
been
to
so-
see you.
Well, it's like you get to see this part, the fun and the relaxed and everything. But it just means so much to have you guys here. I mean, I almost cried the first day they got, me cry. I mean, I was squish, but it's just been wonderful.
Yeah.
So you guys all have to come back again,
So
that.
if you ever want to visit us,
Yeah.
you have all sorts of homes you can stay in.
Okay.
But we don't have all the fun things. We're not on the water.
Well, we could take you to Lake Michigan.
And we could take you to Chicago again. You used
Well,
to be there
yeah,
all the time,
yeah.
but
She
it's
lived-
changed.
I
a
lived with
little
my
bit.
sister. Well, I lived there. I had my own place, and then I moved to New York. And then when I would have to come back, I would stay with my sister because she lived right in Chicago. So, all right. Well, I can't thank you guys enough for even being on Tony Time.
Just so you know,
We're so
even if we
nervous.
don't talk to you every day,
We love you.
we know that Mom talks to you quite frequently, and she keeps us up to date on things that are happening in your life.
Okay, and now that Tony Time is on YouTube, you can see what I'm up to too.
Yeah.
We can.
There I might get into trouble somewhere. Who knows?
You don't know.
You don't know. But thank you guys. I love you
Thank
all.
you so
I love
much.
you all very, very much. And I want to thank our viewing audience today. I hope you kind of got involved with my family. I wanted to share it with you. I mean, it was silly and nonsense, but this is what it's about. It's love and family and not forgetting the ones that aren't here with us and kind of remembering the ones we've lost, And we send out our love, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
So embarrassed. Are we done?